Two men journey to the bars and restaurants of Scandinavia to find amazing beers, always with the same question.
Hey, what's on tap?
It's time to find out.
There you go. Start. All right.
Nice.
Yep.
I guess I get to edit that out.
Well, you don't have to if you don't want to.
I think I will.
All right. Well, you can do that.
All right.
That's your job. Welcome.
I feel like the green alien on Futurama.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not green, right? He's gray.
No, he's green.
No, he's gray.
No,
He's green.
Like,
He's,
in your free time, you can do the Kif cast, and then you can spouse your inaccurate.
Oh,
opinions.
I was thinking about the one from American Dad.
That would be a different TV
he's
show
great.
altogether. So
Yep.
good job.
Well, I mean, they're quite similar.
In the fact that there's no similarities whatsoever, you're correct.
Yeah, and Matt
both
Groening
cartoons.
versus...
They're both cartoons. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay, so there
See,
you go.
One similarity.
You lost nerd points now.
They
Sorry,
They
Mathias.
both got aliens.
So on the same fact that we are on the same level as any other animal in the world, we're all animals.
Yeah.
Okay,
There you go.
they're cartoons.
Perfect.
Wonderful.
Cartoons, they both got aliens in them. That's two similarities now.
All right, so we
Even
were
if-
moving.
You want
down,
me to find more?
We were moving down the. What's it called?
The rabbit hole?
No. The order of animal kingdom, phylum.
Sure.
All right. So science class this is not.
Well, science class is over.
All right,
Bitches.
That's right. It's Game of Beers.
Exactly.
Boom.
At What's on Tap podcast.
Yes.
So today we have Stefan,
Yes.
our host. We have me, Mathias. I'm going to be the game
Game master.
Ringleader.
the ringleader, game master / ringleader of this episode of Game of Beers. And we have our resident guest, Karin,
Hello.
the pastry queen.
Oh, thank you. I'll take that as a compliment.
Well, you should. So, Stefan kind of challenged Karin to this.
I know. I haven't. You've done this a couple of times now.
I've done it once.
Oh, yeah.
No, I've done it
haven't-
twice.
Yeah, and I've only done it in the inaugural episode of this,
Yeah.
and I haven't done it since then. So I thought
It was time for your.
It was time.
It was your time to shine.
it was my time to throw the gauntlet down and challenge someone.
fucking do this.
Let's go.
So you're gonna uphold the What's on Tap podcast beard nerdness.
I think I will. I think.
How are you prepared for this day?
I have been drinking a lot of beer over the past couple of years. I feel like I've honed my senses to a razor-like edge, like a samurai hones his blade. I am ready to take this challenge on and just wipe the floor with Karin today.
Really now?
Ooh, do you promise?
I promise.
What's your tally of unique untapped check-ins?
A lot.
No, a number.
I think it's. I want to say like 3,000.
Oh, that's cute.
Because now we get into the real business in this challenge.
Yes.
Karin,
Yes. It all started in 2007.
2007.
And I figured that maybe 11 years from now, some cocky American dude is going to challenge me to a beer off. And since then, I've ticked 13,000 individual beers.
Okay, well, the difference between ticking and actually drinking, there's been a lot of things I haven't ticked. So I'm just saying things that I've taken the effort to tick.
So
It's only been that
you've
for
been
me.
drinking beers and not putting them into a database.
Well, okay, there were
That's
many years
blasphemous.
before databases existed that I was drinking beers.
Oh yeah, no databases didn't exist in, 1965?
Oh, snap. No, I would say in the mid-90s.
There were databases around in the 90s.
Look, are you saying that Excel existed back in those days?
Yes,
Possibly.
it did.
Are you saying I should have kept a running tally from the early 90s to today?
All of this is telling me it's that you're not very serious about
Exactly.
beer drinking, princess.
Exactly. So, I mean, I feel like we have quite a heated discussion going here.
We do.
I
This is
feel
on.
like the only way to settle this score is to have your palates and
Challenged.
your senses decide who's the winner of this game of beers.
Yes.
So, gentlemen,
Yes.
gentlewoman,
Sure.
take your blindfolds.
Well, there's only one blindfold. One of us has to leave the room.
Oh, that's true. I forgot the rules.
All right. So the rules are, once again, killing it as always.
Yep.
We have 3 rounds. The first round is name the beer style.
Yeah.
Second round is name the beer.
Yeah.
Third round is second round is name the brewery.
Yeah.
Third round is name the beer.
Yes.
First round, we're all blindfolded
And in separate rooms.
in separate rooms. I'll go to another room.
Yeah.
Or Karin will go to another room. Whoever goes first.
Should we flip a coin? Who starts first?
Sure. Give a coin to flip. Does anyone have coins? Is that a thing? Here's a snooze can.
Snooze can.
Heads.
Top or bottom?
Bottom.
Well, Stefan starts.
Well, I think she gets to pick. Does she want to go top or do you want to go first or second?
Yeah, that's true.
Then I want to go first, please.
Oh,
All right. Then Karin will go first, and I will step away. In the process of that, why don't you go grab the beer? Or actually, let me
well,
go
you
grab.
have to go first.
I have to go, but you need something to write on.
I do. Do you also have a pen?
I have many pens.
Excellent.
The provider of office supplies. Yeah.
I do. So you try that one.
I see how this will be difficult for me with such an opponent who has office supplies.
I do.
Yes. I mean, he could have used this to write down his beers,
I
keep
know,
his own
I
database,
know.
but he chose not to.
All right. While you guys talk smack, I will head into the other room and let you guys continue on.
Yep.
Good luck.
Perfect. All right. So, let's see here. So, we have round 1, 2, 3. That's all set up. All right. Karin, we're going to blindfold you.
All right.
And
Now that I don't have to talk smack anymore, I can tell you I'm super nervous for my credibility as a beer nerd.
well, that's okay. I mean, you did do quite poorly last time.
Oh, shut up. You guys made that difficult on purpose. I won.
Well, I mean, I chose the beer, so, and
Yeah.
as we have established, I am quite an asshole. All right, so I'm going to can you see anything?
No, nothing.
Good. All right, I'm going to leave you here for a bit
All right.
and get the beers,
Of course.
and you can just talk about whatever you want for the next 2 minutes.
2 minutes. How am I going to fill airtime for 2 minutes? Please edit
You're going
this
to be
out.
fine. You're going to be fine.
All right, listeners, I'm currently hosting this thing. So here's my top 5 conspiracy theories. No, I'm just kidding. I'm waiting for Mathias to get back with beers. I was being honest. I'm quite nervous about this. What happens if I fail totally? I will have to shut down my brewery and vow never to be a guest on this podcast ever again.
That's okay. I'm back.
Oh, hello.
So, how was airtime?
Well, I really hope someone out there believes in Bigfoot now.
Well, I mean, I think we've established that quite a lot of people do already. So, I'm pretty sure we're set on that account. All right, I'm going to open these up.
All right?
And this is going to be quite an interesting round, actually. So, we'll see what we got here.
Is this hard mode or?
You should be. I mean, I've taken the difficulty level down a notch from last time.
Thank you.
I can't remember what we had last time. I know that we had the Fuller's ESP.
And then we had something totally impossible that I'd never heard of. Hardly even the style.
I cannot remember what it was, but
Yeah. And this is where, if we have a good editor of this, we will like have a flashback to that. Myself.
Okay. All right. Are you ready, guys?
Yeah, we're ready.
So,
Oh,
beer number 1, and I will say, you were surprisingly close, Martin.
yeah.
You were like when you went in and
Your
you did
turnaround.
Shepherd's Nom Spitfire. I
Is
was
it Bishop's Finger? No.
It
No.
is not. It is
They're
Fuller's
all-
extra special.
So-
Oh, man.
You picking it out as an English bitter at that point when you turned it around, that was quite impressive.
But it means 0 points.
It means 0 points anyway.
It just
yeah.
means 0 points. So you both got 0 points on that one.
yeah.
Oh,
But on the second one, you were both surprisingly off. Although, Karin, when you said it was Ballast Point, I was actually pretty impressed
Yeah.
because it's also from a California brewery.
So it is an
but
IPA.
It's Ska Brewing's modus operandi.
Exactly.
We drink that a lot.
But
Yeah, we do.
Karin gets a point for the stop.
The IPA.
She does. So that's
Yes,
one.
yeah.
So Karin's
Okay.
up 1.
Yeah.
And then we have last and certainly least, but calm down, can't look yet, is the Snowcat Coffee Stout Ale brewed with coffee. It's bold, rich, and roasty.
Wow.
And it is from Gamilla.
Yeah.
You know, like Gamilla is the animal on the front of the package. I don't know who the hell makes this.
Crazy Mountain.
It's on the
Oh,
yeah.
it's
on
Crazy
the side.
Mountain Brewing.
Yeah.
Crazy Mountain Brewing makes this. So that was
So
a
So
Both
I
0
got-
points
so-
on that as
I
well.
got 0 points.
Yeah.
coming in at 1 point.
The winner is Karin.
All right.
Thank you. So how do you feel about this? Will we be able to?
I think you're gonna have a pretty good shot at this, actually.
Oh, you think so? Is
Yeah.
it my kind of beers? You know what I like.
I cannot say anything about the beers,
Okay.
to be honest.
Of course not. No.
Yeah, because I mean that would be unfair.
Well,
so
you
that's-
can't
it's not
blame me
gonna-
for trying to get an advantage in this. My whole reputation in this town hinges on this.
Yeah. So I
But
mean,
nobody listens to this
no,
podcast, right?
No pressure. I mean, I don't know the latest numbers, but I mean, I think a year ago we had like 1,000 listeners a month. So
That is great.
yeah,
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you.
So that puts the pressure on me even more. Thank you.
yeah. All right, beers are poured. I am going to put them in front of you. Mm-hmm. So if you just be careful with that hand.
So, okay,
And
keep it there.
then this is number 1.
Thank you. So,
So-
guess the style now.
Guess the style, yes.
It smells like banana, but not a wheat beer.
Banana, but not a wheat beer. Interesting.
It might be a wheat beer, but I don't. That's not the kind of banana I get. Oh God, I recognize this. It's a bit sour, but it doesn't have that raspberry sort of tone that a Berliner Weisse would. Maybe a New England IPA.
Well, you just let me know when you want to lock down your answer.
Yeah, I will. Whoop.
Oh, sorry.
No, my bad.
New England IPA. Is that what you want to go with, or?
God, you're fast. Give a lady some time.
Yeah, it's fine. I can last a long time. It's okay.
Just be a bit despacito with me, baby.
That's a terrible song.
Well, it depends what you're doing. I'm not entirely sure about this, but sure. Let's lock down. Oh, so fucking difficult. It's not that sour to actually qualify as a sour beer.
Okay.
So New England IPA, yeah.
New England IPA for number 1.
And this that I'm gathering is the second that I'm.
Yeah, that is correct.
Oh, sort of a burnt, chocolatey coffee. Mouthfeel is going to be interesting. That's about to settle this thing. Not that thick. I'm thinking it's under fermented. Is that a word?
Bottom fermented.
Bottom fermented. Thank you.
Yeah. So it's done with a lager yeast.
You know we don't have to speak English. Oh, you probably should though.
Yeah, we should, because I mean the listeners probably don't know otherwise.
No, you're right. You have listeners from all over, of course.
For sure.
Cool. I'm gonna say Baltic Porter.
Okay.
Not a style that I like. It could also be a black IPA. If this is not dark when this blindfold comes off, I'm gonna be surprised.
All right. So what do you want to put down?
Oh shit. It's not hoppy enough to be an IPA in any respect of the word, so Baltic Porter.
Baltic Porter?
Yeah.
Sure thing.
And this is the last one that I think I found.
Yeah, that is correct.
Oh. Oh, I like this. This is hops and a pretty good barley base. Pretty good. But have you made it simple enough to just bring me an IPA?
Well, I can't tell you.
I know. God. Can I just go with pale ale? Is that...
Yeah, that's a fair choice.
Yeah. All right.
Pale
Yeah, I'll
ale?
stick with that. Yep, pale ale.
Cool. All right. So, having made those choices, are you happy with those? Do you want to lock those down completely before we bring Stefan in?
I'm never sure about these things, but yeah.
All right.
Please.
Cool. I am going to lead you out of the room.
Oh, I
and,
get to keep the blindfold?
Yeah,
Wait,
just because I haven't been able to kind of hide the bottles
All right,
very
okay.
well. So, we're going to bring you out to the right.
To my right.
Yep.
This reminds me of an experience I had in a club in Germany once.
Oh, well, we can talk about that on the other podcast. So, and if we move over here and then just turn to the right. There we go. I can take my foot off.
Thank you.
There we go. Perfect. Let's go get Stefan. Okay. Let me bring the chair out for you, sir.
Thank you.
Here's your chair. Don't flip your feet in too long because I put the bottles and stuff under the
All right.
table.
There we go.
All right. So, Karin has done some excellent guessing work.
All right.
Don't flip your hands around too much, okay?
No.
So, your beer number 1 is going to be right over here.
All right.
So,
Beer 2 and beer 3. All right.
yeah, there you go.
Okay.
So, all right, sir, go ahead and taste beer number 1.
Christ. This is so...
It's like you walk into this game
I know.
and you're like, oh, I can do this.
It's like, this smells like beer.
It's like, I feel confident about this choice. I know what this is. I can pick out a whatsoever from the other things. But can you really do that?
That's a session IPA.
Session IPA?
Right.
I'm going to give you a little bit of time to think about your answers and life choices and
It's really
whatnot.
thin and kind of grassy, but then there's like maltiness to the end of it.
All right?
Let me come back to that one. All right.
All right, so we'll
Number
leave
2.
that one for now.
Number 2.
Yep, that's number 2. What do you smell?
I don't know. I don't really. It's one of those things like. I don't smell much of anything really. It's just kind of. Agitate a little bit. See if it gives me anything. There's a bit of a smokiness to it.
All right.
It's definitely a porter of some sort. Or. Oh, it's so thin though. Christ.
Well, Christ is not here.
No. I'm gonna come back to that one too. And then
Beer number 3?
I did not expect this.
Oh.
Christ. Okay, that's an IPA for sure.
Okay.
No, so number 3 is definitely an IPA.
Do you want to go with IPA?
Yeah.
All right. Lock
'Cause
down
it's-
IPA on that.
It's yeah, total IPA.
All right. Lock down IPA.
It's so watery and thin.
We're on beer number 2.
Beer
now,
number
by the
2.
way.
It's so watery. It's just like drinking like slightly flavored water.
All right.
But there's that hint of like a slight hint of smoke to it. Like almost like a Roush, but like a really thin.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go porter on that one.
Porter.
Yeah.
We'll lock down porter for beer number 2. We're back to beer number 1.
Like there's a weird fruitiness to this.
Okay.
Like slightly acidic, like maybe a little sour.
Yeah.
It's not a like I really want it to be like a goza or something, but it's not. Yeah, I'll just go session IPA.
Session IPA?
Yeah.
Fine. All right. So we have
Do you want me to?
styles locked down.
All right.
So, I mean, you can take the blindfold
All right,
off.
take the blindfold off.
Don't look under the table.
I won't. I'll
And
pull
I'm
in a
gonna
little
go-
more so I can't see.
Yep. Perfect.
Okay.
I've moved the beers quite far out to my end, so you can't
All right.
kick him.
I'm feeling
Confident?
pretty confident. What are my
Right.
glasses?
I don't know. You probably put them out there, so I can go get those.
All right, go get those on the way
Yeah.
to
I have to
get
get
Karin.
Karin as well.
All
so,
right.
and I am going to kind of shield her eyes from seeing the bottles
Does
and
this help?
stuff under the table. Yeah, that's
All
good.
right.
That's gonna work fine. I'll put the little towel over those where, well, the towel you put out for me to put
Yeah,
over the bottles
to
begin
obfuscate
with,
the.
which I did not understand.
Apparently not.
You can banter.
I will banter.
You're good at that.
Feeling. I gotta say, I'm feeling pretty good about my. That's really clear though. That could be. All right, number one. Now I'm kind of feeling like maybe I picked wrong, but no, I think I'm pretty good on all three of these.
Here's your glasses, sir.
Oh, thank you very much. Okay,
Karin is back.
welcome back.
Thank you.
Well, Karin, to your happiness, beer number 2 is quite black.
It is.
Yeah.
I am very pleased to find that it is.
That's good to
Yes,
hear.
I was also quite pleased with that because he did this before, and I'm like, this is another one of those motherfucking Baltic porters. I only said porter though. I didn't get quite as specific.
All right. So we're moving on to round number 2 in Game of Beers, and you guys are now going to guess what brewery makes these different beers.
Okay,
This is always the hardest part.
this is the hard part. So I'm still feeling pretty confident about my original guess,
Yep.
and
We're on beer number 1.
beer number 1.
I recognize this. I've had it.
Yeah, it feels
I
familiar.
know for a fact that you both had this beer multiple times.
Okay,
Was I sober?
Well, that I cannot attest to.
Multiple times, you say.
Most likely.
most likely he didn't do the research on it to really verify that. He's just saying he knows for a fact that we've had it without actually doing any kind of verification.
No. We're doing like fake news thing.
Okay,
So it's
excellent.
just like, I know for a fact that you've had
Well,
the beer multiple
if you say it's a
times.
fact, then it must be.
Exactly.
But I was totally wrong about style.
Yep.
Yep. That's obvious to me now.
Okay. I think it's a bibliothek beer.
Okay.
Do they make stuff this thin?
Yes, a lot of their session IPAs are pretty thin, I think.
So do you want to lock down beer bibliothek?
I will say bibliothek.
All right.
I'm gonna go with Dugges.
Do a guess for Karin.
And that's why I think when he said that we both had it multiple times, again, just because you said it doesn't make it true, I haven't had a lot of Dugas
I have.
that aren't stouts. So,
All right. Moving on to beer number 2.
all right. This one's
What
really...
brewery makes this beer?
It's like, who makes Baltic porters? There's only a handful of things that would be on the shelf on a regular basis.
So one fun fact that we can say already now is that you both locked it down as a Baltic Porter.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
We use fun in different context here.
Yeah.
Man, who makes a Baltic porter? It's like if I can just think of one brewery that makes a Baltic porter, that's the one I'm going to go with. Because I can't think of anyone that makes a Baltic porter. I would say it is. Okay, I don't want to be rude. You should go first this time.
Oh, thank you.
See if I can get some hints from Karin's decisions.
It's It's not Eastern European. Can't be.
No, that would be too difficult, I think. It's going to be something that's local, I would be willing to bet.
Could it be British?
Yeah, but what British breweries do?
No, they don't do this stuff. No.
Yeah,
Maybe it's even more local. Maybe it's Skåne local.
that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking something like Gamma or Rimmelov doesn't do a Baltic Porter.
Hasn't Hyllie dabbled sort of in this sort of thing?
Yeah, but they don't do it on a regular shelf basis. This has to be off the regular
This is
shelf
all standard Systembolaget.
releases.
I'm getting back to Dugges again, but I can't.
Yeah. So I was thinking maybe Finn or Sibops.
Finn doesn't do anything like this.
Yeah.
And Seabarbs aren't that common on the
Seabarbs-
shelf.
They're pretty on the shelf. They're pretty common.
So is it nationally on the shelf or Malmö on the shelf?
Well, I would think it would be anything that's you could get at Hansa Systembolaget that's just regularly on the
All right,
shelf. That's our general rule.
Because it might. I'm thinking. Well, we have Lilla Ölfabriken, but they mostly do licorice stuff.
Yeah, Baltic Porter is such a specific style
Yeah, I know.
that I just can't think of anyone.
But the thing is, I don't like Baltic porters.
Yeah, it's not a style I go for. So even if they're on the shelf, I would overlook it easily, just shelf blindness.
So just to fuck with you guys right now.
Yeah.
I mean, just because you both guessed it's a Baltic Porter doesn't mean it has to be one. It could be something completely different.
You are.
I mean, I was
you
thinking-
are difficult.
I was thinking it could be a Rausch beer, but it's just not smoked enough to be the whatchamacallit, the German brewery, the Schnickerlecker or whatever the hell it's called.
Schlenkerla?
Schinkeller. Yeah.
Whatever you say, man.
Yeah, whatever it's how it's pronounced. I have no idea. But they're not a regular. They only do seasonal releases here.
Well, I mean, they have regulars.
Do
as
they?
well. Yeah. Like the normal Rausch beer is a regular one.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing it on the shelf though.
Yeah, it's there.
All right.
You're just not looking for it.
All right. We'll find that. I'll go with them. However you spell that.
Schlenkerla?
Yeah.
Schlenkerla.
Cool.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. You don't have to
No,
agree.
no,
I'm not
no.
making you.
I'm just gonna be boring and say Störtebeker.
Stutzebeker?
Yes. I keep coming back to that. And,
All right.
All right. Beer number 3.
This is definitely
What brewery
IPA.
is it?
God, there's so many IPAs out there.
It's a bit hazy to be a true IPA. Do I still get a point for my pale ale if this is IPA?
Well, I can't tell you now, can I?
Hey, I can't trick you up. I just...
No.
It's got the sweetness of a New England IPA, definitely. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna do Popples.
Popples?
Yeah.
All right.
And I'll even say New World IPA, just for the sake of it, because it's only Popples.
Do you want to lock down the beer as well?
I'll say New England, New World IPA.
Well, I have to say something else because otherwise that would be boring.
No, I mean if you think
It's-
that's it.
Yeah, but I get a sort of brewski feel from this.
Yeah.
Like their house flavor.
Oh no! I want to change it to. Shit. Hold that thought. I'll be right back.
Shut that beeping shit down.
Yep, I gotta go take potatoes.
So, yeah, it's the best idea I have, brewski.
Brewski?
Yeah.
All right. So before we move on to naming the actual beer, we're going to let Stefan do his thing with the potatoes.
Yeah, potatoes are important for the rest of this evening.
Exactly. So, and then he has some adjustments to make, I guess.
As well, he told us.
All right. So I will say I'll change mine to. I want to change it.
Yeah.
To-
Do you want to change the brewery or the beer?
Both actually.
Both.
I want to change it. When you said brewski, that made me think of brewski as well, and the one with the dolphin on the front. No, that's not an IPA though. It's the one with the.
No, the Dolphin is an IPA.
Oh, is it? Well, whatever the dolphin one is then.
Is that enough of a reply?
I don't know what that's called though.
So you want to go Brewski and Dolph?
Sure.
All right.
Why the hell not?
Yeah, I want that as well. It's called Dolph, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
So, 2 more to go.
So we have beer number 3. You've both locked down as Brewski and Dolph.
Right.
Remember,
Alright.
we heard it first, folks.
Cool. So beer number 1. What beer is it?
What did I say for brewery?
You said Dugas,
Thank
and
you.
Stefan said Bierblutech.
Oh Christ! I don't even know. Beer Blue Tech has the worst names for their stuff. It's.
Well, that was your pick, not mine.
I know. I honestly I have no name for this. I have no idea what this is. I'll just.
You're just not going to guess at all?
I can't even think of like one of their whoop ass. I'll say it's whoop ass, even though I know it's not what it is.
Whoop ass?
Yeah.
All right.
It's only Beer Blue Tech I can think of. It's a low ABV.
Well, you fucking love that beer.
Well, I like the name of it
Exactly.
because I can open a can of it. But you don't want me to.
That's why you love that beer.
It's
You can say that
strictly marketing
I
reasons only.
feel a bit like that's what you're doing to me now. I'm not winning this. Dugas Session.
You said New England IPA on that.
Yeah, and I was wrong. I can tell as much now. So, but I can't go back to change that now, can I? No. That's the whole point with the blindfolding and thing.
Yeah.
But I did say Dugas, and I think it's a session something or other. Dugas just session.
Session.
And I said Starterbecker for the second one here.
Yep.
Starterbecker Baltic Porter.
Stefan,
Yeah, whatever.
you
I
have
don't
the
know.
honors of doing the last beer name for beer number 2.
Something smoked.
Something smoked.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna go with.
Never
Well-
start a brewery.
I can tell you you're wrong on that one.
Yeah, I
Especially
thank you.
that.
I'm
I'm not even going to write it down.
You shouldn't. It's honestly, I have no idea what this beer is.
All right, guys.
Starting off, beer number 1. What do we
Beer
got?
number 1. So I'm going to take the little towel off down here.
Yes, you should. The reveal.
Towels off.
I've heard that before.
Reveal. Beer number 1.
Is. Oh, McKellar, drinking in the sun.
It's a non-alcoholic beer.
Well, I was close with session.
Why would you even serve us non-alcoholic beer? That's just cruel.
Well, it's actually a wheat ale, so we were all wrong on that.
Yep.
Damn it.
So,
What did you guess?
Session IPA.
All right.
so you're both screwed on that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Any of you guys want more of this
Nope,
one?
No.
I'm good.
All right. Well, I'm just going to pound the last of this then.
I'd say for a non-alcoholic beer, it's actually not bad.
No, you're right.
To be honest, that's kind of why I picked this, because I wanted to see...
Oh my god,
What you
I know
get
what
from it.
everything is now.
Oh, do you?
This is the non-alcoholic porter from that one brewery that I can never think of.
Oh, the Big Drop?
Yeah.
Non-alcoholic stout?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And this is... I don't know what this is.
Oh, you still don't know.
I don't know what the last one is, but the second one is the non-alcoholic
All right.
stout from
Sure. Whatever.
Big Drop.
Well, you're going to see in a minute.
All right.
We're going to discuss this a little bit.
All right, let's discuss it first.
Yeah. So the reason I picked this is because I wanted to see what you would make of a non-alcoholic beer when you did not know what it was.
It honestly tasted like a session IPA.
Yeah.
Just a little, like, I couldn't decide if it was session IPA or some sort of, like, lightly hopped lager. Because it was really thin, but you have that grainy mouthfeel at the end from the beer.
I mean, you both got a little bit of like a tangy sour from it.
Yeah.
You both
Yeah.
commented on that.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool as well.
And I said wheat beer
Yeah.
somewhere when I was just smelling it, but
Yep.
the sour thing just sort of put me off.
Yeah, because I think you said like, oh, it's not sour enough to be a Berliner Weiss.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah. And wheat beers aren't always sour.
No, exactly. Cool. Right.
All right.
Beer number 2.
Which shows that it's a perfectly decent.
It does,
alcoholic
yeah.
beer.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I wanted to prove. Like, that's kind of the point that I wanted to prove with choosing that beer.
Okay.
So I didn't want to serve you non-alcoholic beer to be a dick.
Well, you do, but
I mean, I get pleasure out of it.
I know.
But
It wasn't
the
your
main
ultimate goal. I know.
Exactly. That was kind of like just a
bonus.
bonus.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Thank you.
So beer number 2.
Guinness
Yep.
draft. That is-
Seriously?
Yep.
that like tastes like unlike any Guinness I've ever had in my entire life. For some reason, this is the thinnest.
Is it with the whole
Yep.
thingy in it?
Yep.
Wow,
Just no.
that does
No.
not taste like Guinness in any way whatsoever.
Are
But
we stout damaged? Maybe.
Well, I mean, tasting it, I can really see why you would pick Baltic Porter. Because it does taste like a Baltic Porter.
It really, really does. I mean, it is really thin, and I always thought of Guinness as a heavier
Exactly.
flavor.
Everyone says, like, oh, I can't have a Guinness. That's like a whole fucking meal. That's so thick. It's...
Yeah, but those dudes aren't beer geeks.
No, exactly.
And I haven't had a Guinness in 10 years, I think.
No?
It's been quite a while for me too. Although I
Yeah.
had maybe in the past year I've had a Guinness.
But you get used to the thick cream, sort of like
Yeah.
when you get them at the pub.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and when you miss that, it just kind of is a bit thin and watery.
Yep. So, yeah, you both fucked up on that one.
Wow, this might be the first time we just got a complete zero on everything.
Yeah,
So the last beer is really the.
this is what it comes down to.
This,
So, yeah, I mean, we can cancel out Dugas, Bibliothek, Schlenkerla, Störtebecker. We can cancel out Whoop Ass, Session, and we can cancel out Something Smoked
yep.
and Störtebecker Baltic Porter.
Okay.
So basically, you have 0
Yes, we
points. Both of you.
Going into the last beer. This is for all the money.
Going
Oh,
into
yeah.
the last beer.
I feel like we'll have to have a rematch on this because I don't know that we did so well in this last beer either.
One of these days, I'm going to show off you two guys against each other.
Yeah, that'll be. We should do that on the next one. We'll
That
have
could
to
be
do
fun.
that.
That
All
could
right.
be fun, yeah.
Because we've only done it on the very first one, and then I don't have done.
And then it was 2 different. It was 2 separate episodes.
Yeah.
Because we had a different concept back then, where it was just like one person guessing what the other one brought out.
Yeah,
But
we,
then,
we didn't have a co-host.
no, exactly.
Oh, thank you, but I don't think I deserve the title just yet.
Well, I
Just
mean, yeah, pretty much.
I'm not in the logo
Yeah.
or anything.
Not yet.
I mean, we can have that arranged.
No. All right. So what was the third beer?
Third beer. Omnipolo Fata Morgana.
Should have guessed that. That is
I am-
actually...
And again, this is a beer I probably haven't had in like 2 or 3 years.
It's so good.
It is.
It is. But it's been a
had a
really
bit-
long time.
It had a
since
bit
I've
of a
that.
slow rut for a while,
It did.
where it was not living up to like the previous Omnipolo expectations. Mm-hmm. And I think that was when it moved from like the 650 bomber bottles into like the Dugas bottle. Mm-hmm. And maybe they just didn't get the process down
Yeah.
like the other brewery. But I mean, it is kick ass now.
Well, the problem I've had with it recently is when I see it on the shelf, it's separated.
Yeah.
And so then I'm like, I don't really want that because then there's this like level in the middle where it's clear on top and murky on the bottom.
Yeah.
So I've just been kind of passing on it.
Yep.
So you don't like the yeast fallout either? Or...
Not particularly, no.
No, I'm not a fan either, but some people just love it. But I
But I
do
mean-
notice the style of this beer.
Yes. Imperial IPA.
So we both said IPA.
No, I said
No.
pale ale.
Karin said pale ale.
Oh, so I won.
Do you though?
IPA.
We have had the rule before that it does not need to be specified if it's New England IPA or if it's a double IPA or if it's a session IPA, whatever. So Karin, I am sorry to say, but you got 0 points this round.
I did.
And Stefan wins in the same way that you won against Martin with 1 point.
One measly, and it's over a fucking technicality.
Yep. But that's just the way.
It's the way it works
The game
sometimes.
works.
Yep.
Oh, well, congratulations, Holly.
much.
But it was fun.
Was it?
We had a lot of fun.
Yeah, we did. It was fun.
We got to prove that alcohol-free beers can be equally as good as alcoholic beers.
What's funny is I've had this several times.
Yeah.
It's just been a while.
I've just had it once. I wasn't a fan, and I'm still not a fan. So
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. As far as Macallan non-alcoholic beers go, I always go for the Berliner Weiss that they do.
The Hallo Ich bin ein Berliner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's really a
It's
great-
definitely the best of their
Yeah.
non-alcoholic beers, yeah. I should have picked that one,
Yeah, you should have.
but I didn't.
Nope.
So, any closing words from you guys?
well, for all my smack talk, I
Kind of
ate
bit the bullet
dust.
on that one.
Yeah, I did. But I do believe, Stefan, that you didn't beat me by a very large margin.
No, it is from
No,
a
I-
technicality of the game rules, yes.
No, there was no technicality. It was a clear, decisive victory.
No.
By 1 point.
You know what? That's all it takes.
It is. That's true.
And I feel vindicated in my earlier smack talk.
Oh yeah, you really.
You really shouldn't.
I always think this is a lot of fun, and it's a real challenge.
It is. I mean, if you've never tried blindfolding yourself and having someone else serve you a couple of beers, I mean, try it out. It is a lot harder than it sounds.
That's a top tip from What's on Tap podcast.
Exactly. Drink beer blindfolded. Have someone else serve it to you.
There you go.
Get naked while you do it. It's more
Exactly.
fun that way.
Yeah. Strip beer drinking.
Perfect. All right. That concludes, what is it, Game of Beers number 4 or 5?
6.
5? 6?
6.
Jesus.
Yep.
Done quite a few of these.
We have. So check us out online at what'sontappodcast.com, iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Stitcher. You are all over Stitcher, man.
I know.
You are really repping them hard. I appreciate that.
No idea what that platform is.
I know,
either.
but you really are on that.
It's the one that we started on, so.
Yeah. So until next time, keep drinking your dumb